Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bohemian Grove. We are back for yet another episode. I'm joined today by Joe in the long awaited episode of Quarantine Memories and what Joe and I have been doing for the last 3 years. So, where do you think we should start this episode off? In the gaming section, or should we tell our biggest and best collaborative story yet?
It's a really hard one. I feel like one. I feel is a
Let's not say his name. I don't want to give him I don't want to give him any sort of notoriety. He deserves nothing.
What could be like a code name?
We'll just call him Keegan.
Yeah,
Because that's his name. That's his first
this
name.
is his real name. So Keegan. I feel like we'll start with Keegan because him as a person, I feel like we have so much more documented. Like we have good clips.
The only thing I want to say before you start this off, I want to bring this up because someone in our Gang Stalker episode asked me why I had the StockX leak on my desktop. And I promise you, I'm not hijacking credit cards, except Joe's. But this story is why. So, Joe, do you want to introduce our antagonist?
Yeah. So, from my understanding, Keegan, I interacted with him a while ago. I don't know in what context, but some sort of context, I interacted with him.
He out of the blue, from what I remember, just left an extremely scathing comment on one of your Instagram posts about a girl that you posted with.
Yeah, he did. And it was so random. Well, when I posted it and when I saw this comment, it was so random. But I'm starting to think that maybe like freshman, sophomore year of high school, I must have interacted. I must have been like trolling him or something on Instagram, or like fucking like just talking shit. Because he just like it was so out of the blue, like in your face.
Because I remember at that time you were studying abroad.
Yeah.
This is when you were in Fiji, so he would have had just no one. We don't live anywhere near him. We would have had nothing to do with him ever.
Yeah, like I'm literally like 4,000 miles away from him. Like it was so random, so bizarre, and you know, like we do with our YouTube followers, we go down rabbit holes and we look into their funny little lives, as they are. And Keegan was just one of these cases where it was this battle between like myself and like the whole group trying to figure out whether what Keegan was posting was ironic or was like a joke.
Further backstory. We really got into this when Joe was staying with me 2 summers ago. So summer 2021. And Joe has this friend, or I guess a mutual friend, because I knew him too, whose name is Elijah. And we were all hanging out in our town. We were on this random hill, just doing nothing. We were just talking to each other. And unbeknownst to me, Elijah is extremely technologically literate. And so later that night, it's pretty late. It's like 1 or 2 a.m. We've brought Elijah back to my house. And we're on my computer, the same one I have set up here. And he's installing a Windows VM on my machine to then download the StockX leak. Because he thinks that we can find this guy's like information in a data leak, because the guy who commented on Joe's profile has a YouTube link, and it's to some of the most unbearable, borderline ironic rap music I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know if we can call it like borderline ironic. I just don't know. Like, it's kind of discernible because it's like. I mean, Keegan.
I'll censor it in post. Don't worry about it.
Keegan, like his content now, he's creating like a bunch of just like useless information videos, like about like streaming and like how to get rich, and then like it's just scams. Let's just say what it is.
He's a promotion and publicity scammer now. Like pay to subscribe, grow your Twitch scammer.
Weird, like, but so niche because he's like what has like 700 followers, like, or like something thousand. Like he doesn't have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
And this is a new account, so it's not. He just definitely buys subscribers. But anyway, he's a scammer now. But for some reason, it must have been like what 2018 to 2021. He was creating like the just garbage, just like absolute fucking garbage. Like it was a bunch of like semi like or pseudo producer like remixes or like a bunch of dreadful music videos of his own music that he sings and raps to. Like it just sucks.
Well, we can't forget about the best part of this story, because when Elijah got there, we looked through the StockX leak, which for those of you that don't know, StockX is a clothing trading app, I'd like to say, right?
Yeah.
Which its parent company had a huge data breach, and 7 million accounts had their login information and credit card information compromised. And lo and behold, Elijah, the Black Hat God, control F through this list of, I think, 2.4 million accounts on part 1 of the 4 StockX leaks. And we find his email, and it's exactly what his YouTube channel name is. And along in his string of data is a first, a last name, an MD5 encrypted credit card information, and an IPv6, which tracks into the Midwest. And Joe and I's favorite video of Keegan's is a little song called Antisocial, in brackets, and I don't even know why.
Great song. You'd have it playing in the background of this podcast, honestly.
We would lose so much viewer retention right now if we did that. But so from that IPv6, it tracks him down to a little town in the Midwest in a little flyover state. I think it was in Indiana or something. And
something like that, yeah.
One of his music video for Antisocial has a scene of him really lifelessly throwing a boomerang in his backyard while wearing a Antisocial Social Club apparel.
All pink, by the way.
Yeah, all pink. But so he lives in a cul-de-sac because this was him throwing it in his backyard. And Joe and Elijah and I all just perused Google Street View until we found realistically what we assumed to be his house. So we never threatened him with this information. We never even had it documented. But lo and behold, if he ever commented some mean shit on Joe's thing again, I don't know if I have it written down anywhere, but we have grounds to dox this kid.
I have it.
He's actually older than us. He's older than both of us.
I just don't believe that, because he's like, just like, I just think he's like, fucking.
I'm gonna have to cut that out. Well, no, he definitely isn't. He's not fully right in the head. That's beyond apparent. I believe he is older than us, because his account on that website was extremely mature, as was found in the link. But he may have just been a late bloomer, because he kind of sounds prepubescent.
He still does. It's been like 3 years, and he still sounds the same.
Yeah, but I think that's one of my favorite sagas, because this kid commented on Joe's Instagram insulting a woman. So, granted, we didn't do anything illegal.
Feminists.
We just found where he lived. That's it.
Yeah, no intent here. On the record, no intent. Just funny, just troll.
Oh, and then on his YouTube or on his Instagram, I remember you commenting, "We know it's you, Keegan, last name."
Yeah,
and then on your YouTube channel, he got you back with, "We know it's you, Joe."
Not that hard, is it, though? I have a video of myself.
Your YouTube or your Instagram is linked with your first and last, so it's not tough.
Yeah, not tough. We had to do hurdles for Keegan.
Yeah,
it's just so
it was
weird.
Crazy though.
It's just so random, because he's just like, I think I know his strategy. I remember like one night just really breaking it down. What he does, I think, is he talks shit, gets attention, and what that does is that people click on his profile.
So he's just rage bait?
I think he is. I think he's rage bait, because Is he
He's
like?
rage bait, but his songs are cringe bait. It's like
That's what I
pain.
don't see. That's what I don't get. Is it like the level of irony is so advanced because it's just going over everyone's head. Like I feel like with this, with like irony, you have to like at least get someone, like for someone to pick it up. But for some reason, all of his music just seems like so intentionally like I think this is good. I think what I'm making actually is like really really amazing. But like it's not. It
I think what
sucks.
happened, maybe because the time frame of his channel correlates with that of the like the end of the clout chasing era, where lobotomites like Supreme Patty, Boonk Gang,
Yeah.
or people that would just do miserable things in public for attention were on the decline. So I think he probably tried to tap into that sort of thing in the later era, and it obviously just didn't work with him because it got him nowhere.
I don't know.
And
Well,
he even referenced himself on a video of his new channel as a cringe meme rapper. So he still hasn't like let his old persona go, it seems.
it's so weird. It's like I don't know. It's kind of like the whole like pseudo producer thing.
14-year-old blown up out of Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah. Like this guy's the next out of Georgia or some shit. Like remember that whistle rapper I sent you? Like that guy's like straight out of Atlanta.
The
And
guy's just
yeah. Like but like it's the same shit. Like he creates this weird ass persona that he's successful. Like but it seems fake. It's like it's so weird. Like
It has to be because in one video he's a sad boy wearing Lonely or whatever merch. In the other one he's a K-pop stan, and then in another one he's like full gangster rapper.
he's like for him to do this, he has zero friends. Like 100%. Like
The cameraman was the parent he lives with.
or his I don't know, his like babysitter or something. His carer. Probably his carer, honestly.
The Wrangler.
He probably that like the person who lives with him is probably his carer, but he calls him his advisor, you know?
It's just some of this is so baffling to me that it was real because the rest of that day after we had talked with Elijah just in town, we walked to another friend's house and you were doing your thing, but Elijah and I were sitting down conspiring on how to find this kid. And it wasn't until we got home that Elijah realized we should look through data breaches to find this kid,
And we could,
which
easy.
is the most black hat thing to do,
Yeah.
but so smart.
Evil
Because
warrior.
I found a lot more than I ever bargained for in that StockX leak.
Billie Eilish phone number. Let's give her a call.
Anyway, I think that wraps up the Keegan section of this. I've wanted to tell that story to people.
There'll be more, I think. I think there'll be more. There'll be more that will pop up because it's so. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll update this if he releases anything shitty on his new YouTube channel that isn't just promotional scams.
Or like extra shitty. Like not. I don't know. It's all shit, but like there's definitely stuff you can root out, and it's like even worse. Sydney is my queen.
That's shit. People are gonna find him now that you said that.
Dude, he's gonna be happy. I don't think he uses that account anymore.
All right, enough talk about Keegan. Fuck that kid anyway. Still, on Modern Warfare, we had our fair share of funny moments.
Mm.
My favorite is with Winston. We were in a match, you, me, and him on Rust, and there was a kid on our team hot micing, and his name was Jordy. Do you remember where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
So Winston starts talking to him in a fake Borat accent, and Jordy doesn't take too kindly to him. So Winston starts making up this this skit about recruiting him to the Moldovan basketball team. And Jordy hates it because Jordy thinks that Winston is stereotyping him for being black. But in reality, I think Winston was just fucking with him because before he started piping up about being like Borat or whatever, Jordy was actually just talking about playing basketball at his high school. And the whole time, Winston was just like, I need you for my Moldova basketball team. Our GDP is in the sewer right now.
Dude, like, Winston was offering a full ride, and Jordy was like, I ain't about that.
Jordy wasn't having it, dude. I don't
He
understand.
wasn't having an inch, Winston. A single inch of Winston. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, my memories of MW 2019 was just like the combination of like, we always did well, which was the best part. Like there was some lobbies where like some people were just like, oh, like fuck you, like you should be going outside a little bit. Some like insane players, but I remember like consistently we'd get like a balanced match of like remember that like cuck couple that we played against? How garbage they were.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they were so fucking bad.
The guy's was named, he was named Sergeant Snowball, and the chick was named Forever Dream. And they were, so Joe and I decimated them in an online match.
Dude, the play of the game I got.
And yeah, you know what? I will overlay the play of the game that Joe got right now. Hey, good game, guys. That was really hard. Good game, guys.
Good game, bud.
Filthy peasant, you can't be talking like that. You were at the bottom. You were literally at the bottom.
Check this out. Hey,
Oh! Yo, CDL player. 67 and 9, bro.
Dude, you guys got fucked so hard.
You guys got like skull fucked. I'm sorry. 67 and 9. It was fucking crazy. He just hit this FAMAS like 3K hip fire on all of them.
Dude.
And we talked our shit.
Tap
We
fire.
definitely talked our shit.
Tap fire that FAMAS and hardcore just boom, 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 just one hitting everyone.
And yeah, because hardcore FAMAS was insane.
And
But so after that, we joined their lobby to talk even more shit. And they were actually just like cool, but then we started actually talking to them, and we learned that they were a 4-stack, and the other two people that they were with, whose names I could not remember for the life of me,
yeah.
Are part of their polycule or something, where they have like an open relationship, and Forever Dream just kind of gets passed around.
I wasn't there for that.
I was, because I have another clip of them inviting me to a private lobby, which I also wiped the floor with them in. And there were like 2 chicks and like 10 dudes, but they all seemed to know each other in person.
Oh, dude.
It was a little strange, but Sergeant Snowball was like a willing full cuck and was very upfront about it. With a name like that, you know he's watching from the closet.
Do you think they got like a Facebook group?
I really hope.
How old were they?
They were definitely into their like late 20s, early 30s. Because Snowball and Forever Dream had a house together.
Dude, that's like that's just when you like just start going downhill. Those
I
years
also
you like,
had this one other thing. Like there was another time on COD, I was playing in a lobby on hardcore. I think I was solo, and this chick added me because I carried, and she asked for my Snapchat. This is back when I still used that godforsaken app, and I checked it recently, and since that 2-year time period has passed, she's become a stripper, like a full-blown stripper.
hey, well, I gotta support local business now and then, you know?
Yeah, I think she lives in San Diego.
Oh, so she's just exclusively getting rich like a white 60-year-olds. No young person's living in San Diego. Just straight up.
That's true.
Just straight up. No one can afford that.
I wonder. I have clips of Modern Warfare. I just want to read some of the titles to you.
Wait, what?
Hopefully this will jog your memory a little bit. So we have racist Chinese femboy.
Oh, wait, who's that?
you and me played a match, and we won. And I talked shit, and I said, "Yo, Chinese guy and Wilson Spawn Trapper, what's it like being dog shit?" And just this racist Chinese guy in a really high voice just goes,
Shut up.
"You're terrible. You're bad."
Excuse me?
And then immediately after, you started giggling, and then went,
Say that again, please.
"Tiananmen Square."
Cinnamon Square Massacre 1989.
We're just gonna get it.
I also have Joe Famas top shot a cam. That's what we referenced.
545 AK2.
My oldest clip of you playing this was called Nyahahaha, where we're in a private match on Halloween of 2020. And I had just bought the ghost skin.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Reaper skin. And you just execute me and do the most evil laugh I've ever heard.
Oh yeah? You want to do that? Dude, that's my favorite.
Dude, that's so long ago.
Yeah, it's I guess it wasn't Halloween night. It was November 1st at 2:45 a.m. according to the file.
That sounds about right, honestly. That sounds spot on. I have to say. I'm tempted to just install Red Dead after this. Like,
Yeah, I really wish the Ozark mod menu still existed. I really do.
is there any more?
I haven't checked. I haven't played in forever.
Well, I'll download it tonight, and then we can play, and then you see if you want to start the Red Dead chain again.
My favorite Red Dead clip is just so short and so sweet. Joe and I are in Valentine, and we roll up on this Chinese guy talking in voice chat.
Say that again?
And him and this other guy are throwing dynamite in a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Joe VoIPs and asks him, "Why are you destroying the bar?" And then this disembodied little kid's voice from out of nowhere says, "It says we gotta destroy the bar." And then Joe starts cracking up.
But that's Zoo.
To damage the bar.
And then because I have the mod menu, so I pull up his little profile and I say some shit like, "Hey, you have a familiar accent." Wait, Poco, I recognize your accent. Are you from California?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I'm from California.
Wow.
And so I have his IP. I have his ISP pulled up in front of me. I have his city. I have his town pulled up in front of me. I go, "Are you also from Whittier, California?" And then the kid just freezes on horseback and just disappears. And he just disappears.
Hey guys, check this out.
我不喜欢中国。
I definitely scared this kid.
God.
He's never playing a fucking online game ever again, I swear to God.
I don't think other moments in MW. There's a lot of trolling. There was so much trolling, especially on hardcore when anyone's fair game.
Yeah, okay, so Modern Warfare gave you access to, I think, 5+ flashbangs off spawn if you had the right perks. So I blatantly stole this tactic from a YouTuber
So funny.
named KOSDFF of having a flashbang tactical, having a gun with an underbarrel flashbang with the fully loaded perk, so you'd get another one, and then running overkill so I could have a second primary with the same thing. And I would just throw them at teammates endlessly.
That's like-
And
That's 6 flashbangs.
yeah, and then if you use the I think restock perk,
Oh
it
my
would come back every 20
God.
seconds. I mean, there was no spare time. Like if I didn't like someone, they were going to get stunned for the rest of the game.
And while you were noob tubing with the flash grenades, I was noob tubing on hardcore, and I was hitting them licks. I was
Your 5-in-1 noob tube will never be
on the
like,
scar with the
surpassed.
scar. I put that was on the scar.
That was the
dude.
best thing I've ever seen.
The short barrel, short stock Scar with the underbarrel grenade launcher was insane. It was just a one hit, I'm super mobile, and I just go boom, and I just blow up like 5 people in one shot, and it's just like, what could you ask for?
On shipment too, so you know they spawned like half a second before you shot that.
And I always wait until like when they have like the mass spawn in the one area on shipment, just boom, and then.
I also think shoot house hardpoint spawns were so bad that I would knife or Cali stick rush the other side, and if your teammate is holding the hardpoint or it's a neutral hardpoint, they'll just spawn in front of you, so I can just shoot them before they have time to react, which is one of my favorite pastimes because I have another clip of me doing that and getting a gunship, and then a 6 stack just backs out from the other team.
Oh, it's so good when you get a clan to just leave.
It feels so good because you know that they're calling out and they're like trying so hard to like pinpoint you.
Hot mics of just like people who are just so enraged.
I love hot mics.
Dude, what a great feature. And not a lot of games have that. Sucks.
I miss the old CODs where party chat or you were forced into game chat.
Like when you had, oh yeah.
Because watching all these YouTubers like Merc Music run around stabbing people in gun game and getting 9-year-olds to scream. I started watching that shit when I was in 5th grade, and that is 100% made me into a horrific troll human.
Yeah.
But I don't regret it at all.
Same with the Vanos and Daniel. Like
Daniel Larson?
Yeah. The NSL, buddy. Watching Daniel do his stuff, like from the first video I watched must have been like 2013 of his videos, and it's just I don't know if anyone who would be watching this has seen Daniel, but Daniel he's originally a Second Life and garrymod troll, and dude, we have to do a whole separate video. We have to do a 4-person me, you, Winston, Dax on Second Life podcast. That'd be insane.
Can you like set up cameras on there?
I don't know. We could definitely set up our own world, but I don't know if
Can we make a podcast set?
maybe. But maybe it could just be like us playing the game and exploring as we talk.
We could do it on Gary's mod too. We could make a set. The gimmick for that should be all of our mics are recorded over Gary's mod.
Yes, dude, that's amazing. That'd be so good. Just get like a toggle to talk on garrymod or open mic, and then just boom.
We would need a 5th account to record all the voices.
Yeah, we need another person.
I don't know, I'll steal someone's Gary's mod account.
Yeah. One of the data breaches.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the StockX breaches. I'm gonna pull someone's Gary's mod account, and then we're gonna go into Sandbox on GM Construct, and we're gonna make a little office.
Oh yeah, brother.
And we're gonna do our thing.
Wait, I swear to God that there's definitely some mods in garrymod for recording on cameras.
Yeah, I know, but the only problem is that I would need to have my voice picked up through screen recording over Gary's mod, and it won't transport my own voice back to me.
Yeah.
I guess I could just filter my own voice and kill the bitrate, but I don't know if it would sound the same.
No, the Valve engine or the Source engine has such a unique mic, or like bitrate for certain mics. Video you gotta watch is a guy called Wayne Radio TV. He does a Gary's mod, like if the AI was self-aware. So he's playing through the entire first Half-Life, but he's playing it in Gary's mod with all of his friends joining in as like in the skins of Half-Life 1 characters, and they're doing like through the Gary's mod mic doing impressions of the scientists, and it's the best fucking series ever.
Is that where that Instagram clip of the or like Klein yelling at the microwave came from?
What does he say?
I don't know. He was just cussing and like at the microwave from the introduction scene to Half-Life 1.
No, I think that was just an AI generated voice for him. Is it just
Fair
him?
enough.
Just in like this fucking microwave. It's just like,
I think it was something like that.
yeah, all Gordon, get in the test chamber. Fucking bitch. It's one of those.
We talked about demote on one of these episodes, didn't we? Gary's Mod Sky Casino.
Oh god, yeah. I don't think we talked in depth, but it was just more. That was like only what, a year ago. So, demotes.
I think we did that on the second episode.
Yeah, maybe because Demote is a very interesting character.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite part was when we were talking to him with the admin. He said he was gonna cancel his VIP subscription to the server.
That's
But,
dude. That's like.
if you think about it, we really helped him see the light that night
Dude,
by fucking with him.
and
We were doing good things.
Like we didn't have to do anything to get content. He just said that, and like
Yeah.
like I don't have to make fun of you. Like that's inherent in what your statement is being made fun of. Like it's like spending a bunch of money on the like scam Minecraft servers that like lure kids. Like that shit is nut.
The gambling servers are like loot crate servers.
Loot crate Minecraft server, that shit is like, that's fucked. That is so fucked. That's probably one of the most like ridiculous.
I don't know why Mojang doesn't take them down because it literally violates their EULA about gamatization.
I think they have now.
No, there's still a ton of them out
Really?
there. They're everywhere.
Maybe just Microsoft.
I keep getting recommended guilty pleasures that I keep clicking on duplicating Minecraft items on scam server to topple the economy videos by these kids that like will duplicate things and then they'll push the in-game Minecraft economy up to like trillions or quadrillions of dollars over where they were. And then they'll have thumbnails of like the owner Discord message saying like, please stop.
Guys, come on, please. I'm just trying to make money.
Yeah, but those are, one, they're illegal, two, they're predatory, and they should be taken down.
Dude,
but
kids on Minecraft can't get a fucking break. Gambling and pedophiles? Fuck.
it's, yeah, things like Minecraft or Roblox, especially now that VoIP is on Roblox, those are like child predator havens.
Dude, Roblox is just like, it's just, I don't understand it. Like, it's such a rudimentary and like so, I don't know, it's not, the graphics aren't advanced whatsoever. And so like when you get in it, like the frame rate's bad. And like, why should I enjoy a game when not only is the performance dreadful, but it looks like fucking garbage? And I'm surrounded by LARPers who are 6 years old.
I miss when that game was nothing more than wild or like natural disaster survival or fall down stairs or tycoon games.
Did you ever play the Titanic sinking one?
I did not.
That's
know.
a classic. That was a classic right there.
But now it's all actually developed games that are, you know, like Fashion Show or Bloxburg, whatever the fuck that means.
Grow your own baby. Like people role playing as babies. Or exclusively, all the people who are the babies in the Roblox servers are like 50-year-old men. Just like, that's a given. Like,
Have you seen on social media the fucking Roblox car crash videos?
Dude, they're so good. They're so well edited. It's so funny.
I love how they're designed to mimic their real life counterpart and use the same audio. That's so funny to me, dude. It's so hilarious.
I'm like 12-year-olds like, dude, this is awesome.
The Roblox car crash videos are like satisfying to watch because I think the physics on their engine is so much funnier because the gravity is heightened, but the bouncing physics is also really funny. So people topple over and bounce like 7 times before their little blocky bits stop jumping.
Kids are like, I feel bad for anyone growing up right now. I think it would just suck. Like, no one's growing up. I always say this. No one's growing up with CBBC. That's all I'm saying.
They're not watching Danny's House. They're not watching
Like
Hacker
fucking-
T Dog
Dude, no one watching Horrible Histories no more. That's all I'm saying.
or Horrid Henry.
Dude, no one watching fucking Horrid Henry. Have you watched the movie? Horrid Henry movie?
Yeah, I have. When I was a little boy, yeah.
Horrid Henry movie that came out in 2011. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit as a kid, I was like, damn.
And I read all their books too. I was such a fan of Horrid Henry. I have, oh, dude, I think we may have gotten rid of them because I think I outgrew it. But Horrid Henry, that shit, everyone was obsessed with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Horrid Henry was my shit.
Horrid Henry's the GOAT. Before, I think.
And then, oh, there was another one that I don't even remember, but it was like Horrid Henry, but it was like for teenagers. And it was this other kid with a gimmicky name like that, except
Jovial
the book
Jeffrey.
that I read was about him measuring his penis and documenting its growth. Except he was like, I think 12 in this book.
Whoa, can you send a link to that book?
I don't remember what it was called.
What, like
I think it was like Lemmy Snitch or something.
Penis Patrick?
Yeah, it was Penis Growth Patrick, the philanthropist.
Oh, Penis Growth Patrick? That's one of the best. I love that book. Penis Growth Patrick. What a legend.
I do feel bad for this generation of kids because they'll never realize how great shit like Shaun the Sheep or Mr. Bean are.
Did you ever watch, like, The Slammer?
Yeah,
Dude!
the Slammer.
The Slammer
Yeah.
was, like, the prison with the game shows.
That shit was so good. I love Shaun the Sheep, bro.
Dude, believe it or not, all of these are currently on YouTube being posted by one guy.
They really?
Yeah, all like a bunch of archived episodes with like the intro and everything. Like all the like it's recorded from the TV and it's like a gold mine. Let me find it. It's like they got Dick and Dom on there. Like,
Because I remember going back to the USA after like visiting my British relatives. Shit sucked. USA TV sucks balls. Like, I don't want to keep up with the Kardashians. I don't want to watch Hell's Kitchen, the Soy Jack Nightmare.
yeah,
I just want to watch Mr. Bean, dude. Yeah, Mr. Bean definitely hits bumps all night.
dude,
but like,
he hits some bumps and then he drives his car while on the roof of it. So no sober person does that. Only Mr. Bean be doing that. That's a confirmed fact.
I remember in the US after Hacker T Dog, there was a show that I watched for a little while called Dog with a Blog.
No.
And I realize now that it's a stark contrast in quality because a dog that can execute scripts in code is so much more cool to watch than a dog that bitches and complains online about his life lessons that he's teaching to a girl that also starred in like Jessie or something.
That show needed like fucking show, dude. I remember that always coming back to America after the trip to England, and it would just be like, oh, I have to watch this TV now. Except for like Venture Time, obviously, but there was definitely moments where like my sister would put on the Disney Channel, and I'm like watching what she's watching, and I'm like, this is just like, why?
I remember because I watched Jessie as a kid at my after school thing, one day they brought in this lady who came in with a bunch of exotic animals. And when she released this fucking huge reptile onto the carpet in the center of the room, my like weird little spurgy ass said, Asian water monitor, because of that kid Ravi from the show's lizard named Mrs. Kipling.
Jessie.
I had no clue if I was right, but the fucking handler points at me and was like, he knows. Everyone, he's the Lizard King or some shit like that. And for the rest of the day, these people called me Lizard King because I like blurted out the right name for this lizard. It was the most weird core memory that I have. But Jessie gave me the reptile pill.
Yeah, dude, you're lizard. You're like a fed now. You're like one of them glow in the darks. Like I don't know, dude. You're a lizard person. I always get.
I'm not a glowy dude. I'm not a glowy.
Dude,
all right?
I keep getting Instagram reels of. I keep sending them to you. I keep getting Instagram reels
God.
that are fucking crazy. Like ever since we did our podcast of doing the deep dive on the crazy people that follow us. Like, well, we have another one now. We have another target, but like the Enoch guy and like the other fuckers. I now have a bunch of Instagram reels describing what to like Enoch is. Like I saw this one that says Megatron and then it said son of Enoch. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god. Yeah, we have another target for a future episode, and on top of that, I think Winston is currently drafting some really in-depth lore about cyber demons that alter digital photos to try and rewrite American history. So stay tuned for that if that interests you guys. But for the coming episodes, because the targeted individual rabbit hole, we scouted out and we just kind of had our giggles with a couple of people, and it was pretty tame. But Joe and I found a couple more videos that I'm remembering the introduction to one of them right now, and just stay tuned. That's all I can even say, because Winston has his lore, and this new guy and his just everything about him is crazier than the last people put together.
It's just like when you enter like the world of other people, like no matter how subtle or like in depth it is, it's always just so fascinating because you're trying to figure out, like, as someone who is, I'd say, level-headed, when you go into their world and you kind of like look around, and so that's, for example, what we did with the YouTube channels, it opens like, I don't know, like, it's part of your brain, you're like, I just feel sorry. Like, yeah, it's like, it can be funny because it's so like different to how, like, I feel like we as politically conscious, morally conscious individuals, that we can like look at it and laugh, but it's sad. It's so fucking sad because like these people are down a rabbit hole of either like self-abuse or just like manipulation or mental health crisis. Like it's crazy. It like it's mind-blowing, sad, funny, but in the end it's like America fucking sucks.
You think the meta argument for this is that the government hires these people to act insane and to act like the government is fucked up and doing horrible things, so normal and rational people will look at these people and call them crazy while the government continues to fuck about and MK Ultra people?
Well,
because I think, if anything, Cynthia Burns is the real crisis actor here, and Enoch, the freestyle prince or whatever, is actually just a freestyle prince who's been paid off by the government to, act crazy and act all spiritual.
dude, it could
and call out the government.
Yeah.
So people like us will be like, oh, he's a failing rap career guy who's losing his mind and thinks that the government's crazy. So then we'll be like, haha, okay, the government's all right and whatever. But in reality, these people are paid agents of the state.
we're really spouting the truth right now. You know how they say that they're targeted individuals, but in every single one of their accounts for some reason tells us where they live. Like, that's the type of shit. Like, I think you can kind of visualize what type of person this is from like being self-aware and critical thinking skills. Like,
the only way that I can see them rationalizing that thought process is the government already knows where I live, so I need to alert the other TIs of where I am. That's the only like logical thought process that I can like surmise as to why they continue to self-dox. But if they really were targeted, They would not be posting to social media. They would have put a nail gun to their laptop and shot it a few times.
Yeah.
They would have broken the lease to their apartment, and they would pull a Kaczynski, except they wouldn't mail bomb people. They would just be off the grid completely.
The weirdest part is that a lot of these people have jobs. Oh no, actually, some of them don't. And now that I remember the videos that we were watching.
No, a couple of them lived in their car. Cynthia Burns had a pretty dismal-looking estate. The new guy
little dog.
has moved around like 4 times. But anyway, stay tuned for our next episode, the second targeted individual special.
Oh yeah.
That may become a recurring theme on this channel because honestly, the first one was by far my favorite one of these we've made.
It was an even flow too. It was an even flow of new arrivals coming in. Of like, I mean, what we could do is start with Enoch. Look at who subscribed to him, and what we got 40,000 to choose.
Yeah, we have 80,000 potential people.
Wow, 80,000.
Yeah,
that's honestly that's a good handful of target individuals. And honestly, your theory about an outside country like making these guys or like paid by a government, 80,000 could sway a vote.
yeah, 80,000. That's like gerrymandering tactics.
True.
You send in 80,000 Enochs to a random county in a swing state, and suddenly you have the vote. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Until next time, everyone.
Hey.
Good night.
Hey everyone. Good night.